Archie Luxury, just visiting some friends in the city. Some friends. This is new brand allegiances. And if you can't beat them, sunshine, why don't you join them? Hi guys, I'm Paul Pluta, and today I'm doing a paid watch review. Paid watch reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Well, this just says, Paul, I sent you $40 US via PayPal. I have several unmentionable watches in my watch box, so I won't bore you with a list of shitters. Thank God, thank God. There are only two worth mentioning. Number one, a JEWELLERY Reverso Grand Tourly, bought second-hand, stainless steel, and a 2003 40mm Polar Explorer 2, also bought second-hand. This watch is the same birth year as my eldest son. Wow. Your advice and videos influenced me greatly to get these two pieces. Thank you. Now I need some more help. I have another son who has a birth year of 2008. I want to buy a piece from 2008 that I can pass on to him at some point when he is an adult. I have the same plan with my eldest son and the Explorer 2 from 2003. I was thinking another stainless steel Rolex sports model, but I am open to other ideas, recommendations. Please do not include any chronos. We don't like them. I wish you all the best in life and with the channel, Danny. Danny from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Well, thank you, Danny, for contacting the Pontiff. Thank you so much for paying a little bit more, because I give you a little bit more love and luxury. So let's talk about that. You've got two pieces, a JEWELLERY Reverso Grand Tourly. That is a cool watch. The Grand Tourly. I love the bigger size. You know, I got to tell you, I think the classic size in the JEWELLERY is just a little bit small. I got to tell you, my Reverso Grand Date, the Reverso Grand Date, I absolutely love. I love this watch to bits. It's classy. You know, I love a stainless steel Reverso. I've always said a Reverso should be stainless steel. It should be on a leather strap, and it should be manual wind. Everything else, you can so many variations. I love the duos. I love the tribute to 1931. I love all these pieces, and you know, nothing gives me greater pleasure to to wind this baby up once a week. 8-day power reserve, to double barrel spring there. So it's a cool piece. And I gotta say, you've got an Explorer 2 that is very, very cool as well. So the question is, now I would say, I want to be honest with you there, Danny, and tell you that, you know, children, I know it's very easy. I've had 4 children. I've got 4 children. I've got 4 children. Let me phrase that again. It's very easy to set these huge goals. Oh, I'll give them a watch when they're older. But I think realistically, you've got to give it to them when they're mature enough to handle it. And my 2 eldest sons, I gave them a Rolex when they were in high school, a vintage Rolex each. And they both wanted me to sell it, and then they spent the money on BMX bikes and PlayStations, all consumable sort of crap, which is all worth nothing. And you know, I think my best advice to you is to really give them these watches maybe when they're 21, 25, or maybe 30. 30 could be a good age, because before that, they're likely to not appreciate them. And one thing I find is that you give things to people, they don't appreciate it as much as if they've had to use their own graft, their own grit to get these things. Now, you've got a very, very good thing there. You've got one son, your eldest son's got a 2003 Explorer 2. I've got a similar. I think mine is 2004, but it's the same sort of vintage. It's got the solid end links, the no holes case, the super Luminova Lume I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What would I say from 2008? Very interesting choice there. I'd probably say, I think I would say maybe, I'd probably, I mean, Rolex is so, you can't give one a Rolex and something inferior to someone else, you know. I think you gotta stick with Rolex. I'm thinking maybe a, I mean, what would be lovely would be a no-date sub. Wouldn't that be cool? 2008 no-date sub. Maybe, but yet again, see, a date just wouldn't be terrible. Would a date just be terrible from that era there? I would probably say if you're going to give one a Rolex, I'd probably give the other one a Rolex too. Steel sports Rolex, I think that's the genre you've got to go for. So I personally think as long as it's a steel sports Rolex, it doesn't really matter what you give them. I would say, you know, in my opinion there, I would say maybe the 39mm Explorer 1, that could be cool. The Milgauss would be pretty damn cool. Even the Air King, I think that came a bit later, the bigger Air King, they're quite cool. So I think there's a number of choices there. Unfortunately with the no-date subs, they're getting a little bit expensive and hard to find. Things like the GMTs, they've just gone crazy. I think it doesn't matter what you get them as long as it's a Rolex Steel Sports. Okay, that's the way I'd be going. And I reckon it'd be nice to keep it an Explorer 1 and an Explorer 2, you know. Your eldest son gets the Explorer 2 and the other son gets the Explorer 1. I reckon Explorer 1, they both got Explorers because then they can explore the world. You know, that's probably the sweet spot. Look, you're getting, I would say, just hold back on giving it to them too young because you've got to get them into the hobby. They've got to love watches and appreciate them. But I reckon it'd be really cool to have an Explorer 1 and Explorer 2. I reckon that's the coolest way to do it. Because they're quite, I think that's quite nice in your combo deal. Give it to them after they've finished college, or maybe as a wedding present, because hopefully they won't get married until 30s, you know. So that's what I'd be doing. Don't be too quick to give it to them because, you know, when you're young and stupid, I mean, I can't be held responsible for when I was 15. I mean, I was a pretty conservative guy, but there's many things I cringe at what I said or did. So I reckon early 20s would be better. So that's how I'd play. But I reckon Explorer 1 would be cool as shit. But I mean, as long as it's a Steel Sports Rolex, I don't think it matters. I think that's what you've got to get and do. I love the collection. Thank you for not boring me with your bunch of shitters. That's really appreciated. It's growing nicely. You've got the Reverso Grande Torley. That's a great piece. You've got the Explorer 2 Polar. Great piece. Get an Explorer 1. And I would say, to be honest with you, I'd also be balancing out the collection for yourself. I'd be adding a Tudor Black Bay Heritage. That's what I do. I've got the burgundy one. I love that watch. I'd probably be adding, I reckon the Tudor Black Bays are so damn cool. Tudor Black Bay, because they are affordable. They are Rolex made, 41mm. The sizing on the Black Bays, I got to be honest with you, I think that's the perfect Submariner size. I think, you know, this is being completely frank and honest with you. It's got the 70-hour power reserve in the Tudor Black Bay. I mean, pretty damn cool. And you can get that 2,500 US on the pre-owned market. 2,500 to 3,000 US. You can't go wrong at that sort of money, and it's just so sexy. So that's what I'd be doing. I'd be adding another Rolex for your sons, and get a Tudor Black Bay down the track for you, because that's just cool. Cool. I went for burgundy, but it doesn't matter. You could go for the blue or the black. It's up to you. It's up to you. But I'd probably go in-house. Get the in-house Tudor Movement version. I reckon that's so cool. Yeah, that's where I'd be going. So, Danny, thank you for getting a review. And man, your kids are lucky to have you, man. The only thing I got handed down to me was a shitter. I got a Sentinel. Look at this piece of shit. That's the only thing I got given to me. Wah, 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 wah. That's the only piece of shit I got given to me. I've had to bust my ass to get a decent watch. So there you go. Paul Pluta. This is the Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hey guys, my name is Paul Pluta, I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Guys, I need a bit of help. I need a bit of help. It's very hard running a YouTube channel relying on Google Ads alone. I'm in a special niche and I speak my mind, and I don't have all those Seiko wannabes, all the people who want assurance about their affordable shitters. So I've got to really try hard to bring in the revenue. Guys, if you like my content, if you think I'm a great chap to have around, why don't you help me out? There's a number of ways you can help me out. This will keep me full-time on YouTube. Look in the description of this video for some ways you can help me. You could sponsor me on Patreon. That allows you to send a small monthly amount to me every month. It can be $1, it can be $100, whatever you can afford. The next way you can help me is, well guys, I really need some money to keep things going. Paid reviews. On the Paul Pluta channel, I run paid reviews. For as little as $20 US, I'll give you an opinion of your collection, of what you're looking at. I'll try and answer. There's heaps of other ways you can help me. I do telephone consultancy. For $50 US, I will talk to you on Skype or WhatsApp and answer your horological or personal problems. Any questions, I'll give it a go. Now guys, please help us out. Look down below, and if you could help us out, I will stay here and make videos full-time on YouTube.
Okay?